Yo guys, what is going on? NGS back again for another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. Today we're going to be having a little bit of a Kingdom Hearts talk. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Like many things on this channel, I know it's kind of getting regurgitated at this point, but it's been a while since I've done a discussion on just Kingdom Hearts. You can attribute that to the fact that, well shit, there's been nothing to fucking talk about, so why are we going to make videos on Kingdom Hearts? That's my mindset. I'm not like some of these people out there who just, like, it doesn't matter what is happening. There could be no news, but they will try to artificially create a conversation about Kingdom Hearts when there isn't one. I can't do that. I'm getting too old for that. I don't love any franchise enough to make videos like that. I just don't. I'm just being honest to you guys. I'm keeping it 100% real. But there has been a couple of things that happened in the past couple of months for Kingdom Hearts. We got 2 brand new trailers drop, which right there, you know that we're living in some type of Twilight Zone, because 2 Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers in the span of 1 year, let alone 30 days. That's some pretty big shit, man. You know, who would think they would do that? They haven't done that in 4 years, you know, since they announced Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. So we're going to talk about those in addition to my experience with the Kingdom Hearts World Orchestra Symphony, because yes, I actually got a chance to attend that. So we might as well just talk about my experiences with the orchestra first, and then talk about some of the trailers later, because that is one of the more interesting things that has happened. So last year, my boy Tundex and I bought tickets for, if this thing will focus, sometime today. Let me just block out the light for a second. There we go. It actually works. We bought tickets for, of course, the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World Tour, and we actually got VIP tickets. So that means we were sitting pretty damn close to the stage. You know, they were pretty expensive tickets, I'm not going to lie. They were like $189, which, if you see normal Broadway stuff, that's kind of par for the course for decent seats. But not only that, we got a one-on-one meeting with the legendary Yoko Shimomura, the composer of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, in addition to a couple of other things. So when I was there, I wanted to get something signed by her, because you are able to. A lot of people were bringing their video game cases, the steelbooks for 1.5, 2.5, and PS3. But, you know, I wanted to be a little bit topical. I brought my Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 soundtrack, and I got the lovely Yoko to sign it. Yoko is just a phenomenal, fantastic human being. She's so nice. She's so humble. She actually came on stage to play the final arrangement at the show, and it was just, it was magical, man, because I've been, like I said, I've been listening to this music ever since I was a kid. The first Kingdom Hearts came out in 2002. I was 9 years old, and, you know, I just turned 24 today, if you're watching this video today, July 16th. So it was just fantastic to be able to go to a show that was composed of her entire music portfolio. And it was just great, man. And the concert as a whole, it's just such a different experience. Like, I feel like they were prepping us for this sort of thing for a while, because when they announced they were doing 1.5 and 2.5 and they were actually using real instruments for the music, it was kind of like a sign of things to come. Because if they were using real instruments for the games, you know they were thinking of something big. And that's when we got this world tour. And man, just hearing that stuff played live, like all of the crazy battle themes, and, you know, hearing Sanctuary and Hikari, that was freaking phenomenal. I loved it. Like, it's just an experience that you have to be there yourself to really understand and gauge. They had the choir there and everything for Destati and everything. It was just beautiful. And I'm going to stop talking about that, because it's not, like, I can't just say to you guys, oh, it was great, it was awesome, wow, without you guys going there and seeing for yourself. Now, I don't know if they're going to do a second leg of the tour when the game comes out. I'm not sure. But if you get a chance to go see this thing, definitely, it is well worth your money. Seriously is. Now, there were a couple of things that I was kind of peeved about, and, you know, my friend Tundex, in addition to my sister, she went as well with her friend. We kind of noticed this the second the show started. A lot of people there, of course, are Kingdom Hearts fans. But let me just say this. Their admiration for the series went a little bit too far, because if anyone has been to an orchestra, you know, if you've been to a performance like that, people hold applause until the end of the set, because you want to take in and experience all the music. The Kingdom Hearts fans were not like that at all. On the Jumbotron screen right there, they were showing, you know, like, accompanying stuff from the games to go along with the music, which seemed like a good idea first. But every single time that a fan favorite character came on. Usually it was Xion, Axel, those type of characters. The crowd erupted into cheers, and they were just going crazy. They were going out of their mind. And I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't guilty, because I started doing that in the beginning, because, you know, you're hearing Kingdom Hearts live for the first time, so I was applauding at first. But then I realized, wait a minute, all this applause, I can't hear the actual music. So I stopped and I just sat back. But as the night went on, it just got worse and worse and worse, and people were just clapping. I understand it was good intentions, but when you're trying to hear the music and you've paid almost $200 for a ticket, it's very irritating and annoying. This isn't a rock concert where they encourage everyone to clap and everything. No, this is something that's supposed to be enjoyed. Like, I'm not saying you can't enjoy rock concerts like that, but you can't really hear what's going on with the strings. So that was just a minor complaint of mine. It didn't ruin the experience for me, but I feel like it was pretty damn disrespectful. Like, there was no type of concert etiquette at all. Your mileage may vary depending on what show you were at. I've heard stories that the shows in Japan were very different because they were respectful, and it was only the New York City show that was pretty damn rowdy, which is kind of par for the course, unfortunately. But yes, the concert was freaking awesome, and during the show they showed the story trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, the one that had the really awesome music, and it showed Pete and Maleficent and Hades talking and such. I will say this, the game itself, like, if you watch that trailer online, it doesn't do it justice. The game looks freaking incredible. I don't know if it was the screen they were using or if they were using like actual direct feed footage from a PlayStation 4 Pro or whatever, or probably a PC. They were probably running it on a PC, and then they captured the footage from the PC and put it there. It looks insane, man. It looks really, really freaking good. And that ties directly into the next trailer, which they released, which, if you're looking at the gameplay, the game looks fucking fantastic. It looks phenomenal. The visuals, that switch to Unreal Engine 4 is very evident, man. There's the lighting and all that stuff. Kingdom Hearts has always been a very graphically intense series. Like, even dating back to the PS2, the games have always looked good. But this is just out of the fucking world, man. It stomps on everything that's come before. So I'm glad that it's going to hold up. It's going to hold the test of time. And honestly, the franchise deserves it after having so many iterations on the handhelds, making its triumphant return to consoles. You know, this is the best way to do it. They also revealed a brand new world. For the first time ever, Pixar is joining the Kingdom Hearts universe with Toy Story. It's so funny because I remember doing videos in 2008 and 2009 talking about worlds that I would love to see. I always said I would love a Pixar world, and Toy Story in particular. I'm sure if you go back in some of my older videos, I've stated that I wanted Toy Story and The Incredibles and stuff like that, but I didn't think they were going to do it because, you know, of licensing restrictions. Even though Disney owns everything, which they kind of do at this point, I just felt that Pixar would kind of be like the hard one to get. But this man, Roy Connolly, being attached to Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like he's kind of making the push for all of these worlds like Tangled, Big Hero 6, Toy Story and stuff. They're trying to diversify the group so we don't have to keep going back to Aladdin 60 billion times. Agrabah, you get no love from me. Your battle music is awesome, but you ain't getting no sweet loving from Neo. So yeah, man, I love the fact that they have a Toy Story world, and just looking at how diverse everything is, the world looks massive. From what I saw on screen, it looked like there were 5 members of the party active at once. Now, I don't know if Woody and Buzz were just like add-ons that you have or you summon, but it looked like there was 5 whole party members killing all the Heartless. The battles look a lot more extravagant than previous games, which should be given considering the hardware. So that just it looks great, man. There were some complaints that Sora looks extremely overpowered, which he kind of does, just looking at all these moves. I really hope that they're just kind of showing this stuff off, just to show you guys that, hey, this is what we can do with the PlayStation 4 power. All these moves aren't going to be available at launch. You're going to have to unlock them later on. I really hope that's the case, because if Sora is that OP, yeah, there's not much else that I can say about the trailer itself that isn't already known. It looks pretty. The Pixar world is awesome, but I'm not, like, my excitement for Kingdom Hearts just, it isn't there like it used to be. At first, you know, after playing Dream Drop Distance, I was so excited about the future, and then a year later they announced Kingdom Hearts 3. But just hearing a release year, it doesn't do anything for me. I know a lot of people are excited that the fact that it's coming out in 2018, but I'm not going to be excited until I actually have the game in my hands. And there's multiple reasons for that. Call me a cynic all you want when it comes to games these days, but in most cases, being cynical, it saves you from some of the hardships that come from being extremely overhyped. Now, I'm not saying Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to suck, because I know a couple of you freaking idiots are going to think that, judging by the tone of my voice. But I'll say, just wait for the Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out before being so overly excited. Look what Square Enix has done before. Look what happened with Final Fantasy 15. Look what happened with the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Now, I'm not saying that the Kingdom Hearts games are on that level of bad, but there is a potential for it to be like that. And if they're ever going to start milking us and nickel and diming with DLC or season passes like they did with 15, that's like the worst possible thing I want for the franchise. And don't tell me my fears are overblown. Don't sit here and say, well, just because they did it with this game doesn't mean they're going to do it with that one. Because Final Fantasy 15 was a sign for things to come in terms of their future plans. And if they ever try to start selling and locking shit behind stuff, telling you to pay for things later down the road, yeah, that's not something that I'm for. Like, I want Kingdom Hearts 3 to be good. I think it's going to be good, judging off things. But you can't tell somebody that their fears and expectations are overblown for a game that's taken this long. And given the company's recent track record outside of a couple of handheld games here and there in Dragon Quest, you just, it's like this hype culture. Like, I get it, you want to be excited for games, but look at who's making the games. Look at their track record in recent years. We don't get on people for not being excited about Capcom games, so why do you get on people for not being excited about Square Enix games? Like, the hypocrisy, the double standard is real. You know, you get what I'm saying, you know? Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. I think that the game looks really good. The concert was fantastic. And coming out next year, whether that means the spring or the fall, we don't know. Hopefully it does not get delayed at any point, because that would really suck, especially if they push that shit back to the end of the year. But yeah, I'm keeping my expectations where they're at right now. If you can tell by my tone of voice, I'm not going to sit here and overhype something, because after waiting for so many years, like, guys, this game's coming out 5 years after it's been announced. Like, you can't tell a person to be excited and have faith. Like, I'm sorry, I've been spoiled by better games. Like, I'm sorry, you may call me a CD Projekt Red fanboy all you want, but when you look at what CD Projekt Red gave you in The Witcher 3 and its expansions, and look at what Square did with Final Fantasy 15 and its Season Pass and its Episode Prompto and Episode Ignis and Episode whatever the fuck. Yeah, there's a reason I'm not excited for Square Enix RPGs. There's a big reason. Anyways, that's all I want to talk about today. From me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out. Like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace.